Hey guys, what's up? It's John81 here, and today we're going to talk about what I expect to see for the next addition into the Metal Gear Solid franchise, Metal Gear Solid Rising. Now, this game was announced yesterday at E3 by Hideo Kojima, and he said that it was to announce that the Metal Gear Solid franchise was going to be brought to the Xbox 360. However, it's not exclusive to the Xbox 360 as far as my knowledge is, and I believe it's coming out on PS3 and PC as well. Which means I don't have to go out and buy a 360 to play this, even though I definitely would. But again, you know, nothing wrong with that. You know, Xbox 360 owners who weren't able to own a PS3 are now able to enjoy the Metal Gear Solid franchise, or a title from the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Now, I knew they were going to do this because how they introduced it was, they said that, you know, Solid Snake on the 360 is going to be great, and then Kojima's like, what are you talking about? I didn't mention Snake. And then it shows the little teaser thing, and then at the end it shows Raiden. And I knew exactly that they were going to do that, because if you go play Metal Gear Solid 2 or Metal Gear Solid 4, there's a big gap in between it. It's like 5 years or something like that. I think Metal Gear Solid 4, the scenario while you're playing as Raiden, I think that happens in 2009, and Metal Gear Solid 4 happens in 2014. Now, there's like 5 years in between that, and the next time you hear about Raiden, he's going crazy. You know, he's like going all over the place. He left his wife or fiance, or I don't remember if they're married. I need to play Metal Gear Solid 2 again. But he leaves her, and then, you know, she meets Campbell, and they get together. Sorry for the spoilers if you haven't played the game yet, but you know, you just don't know what happened to the guy. He kind of just disappeared, and now this is probably going to tell us what happened to the guy, how, you know, he came from just being a regular ninja guy, well, not really a ninja, but towards the end with the sword and everything, how he became just a total ninja, and then, you know, he has like the mask, and then he's a cyborg kind of. I mean, it doesn't really tell you so much about his character. You know, he's kind of like the mysterious guy in the series. He was the only part that was left untouched in the whole Metal Gear Solid 4 conclusion. You don't know what happened in between. Now, this is probably going to dig down deeper and tell us what happened. And you know what's going to be great about it is, one thing that's definitely going to be great about it is it's probably going to be a game that's going to sell very well, seeing as it's a big franchise on both platforms, and both fans of both consoles who are fans of the Metal Gear franchise or want to get involved in the Metal Gear franchise can you know, pick up the game. But one thing that's going to be different from all the other ones is that it's not going to be a stealth game. You know, it's going to be, it says lightning, I think it said lightning fast action or something like that. So it seems like it's going to be a hack and slash kind of game, maybe, or maybe kind of like Ninja Gaiden, or one of those kind of games like Devil May Cry or something like that. You know, and it looks pretty promising. You know, almost everything Kojima puts together that I've played. Actually, I've never played a game that was put together by Kojima that was bad. The only bad game that I've ever played that had the slightest to do with Kojima was the original Metal Gear for the NES, but it turns out that that version he had no intervention for, and you know, he didn't even have anything to do with the creation of that specific title in the franchise, or the MSX version. But you know, it's Kojima, it's Metal Gear, and all, and you know, even though Solid Snake is not the protagonist, he's probably never going to be mentioned in it, because as you can tell that him and Raiden, there's a lot of touching between Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4 until, you know, when you're in South America, he randomly contacts him. You know, there's probably going to be a couple new characters in it, maybe some old, and I'm really excited for this game. I really can't wait for it to come out. And anyway, guys, with that on my mind, pumped for Metal Gear Solid Rising, this is John81 out.